Okay, it is I guess just a quick overview and talk about my Sinn U50 S BS here in the center. Lovely limited edition. It's fully tegimented case, black DLC or PVD. Most people are saying it's PVD, but I find it weird that you would have tegimented steel and not use something more durable like DLC and coat it with PVD instead. I don't know. As long as it holds up, I don't care. Whatever it is. And it has a matching bracelet, of course. And what I have here is basically my complete strap kit for this guy here. So we'll just go over it. Obviously, this is the stock bracelet that it comes with, H-Link from Sinn. By the way, it did not come with these, there's a name for these things, spring bar keepers or guards. I gotta look it up. I got them from StrapCo, that's why it says no tat. And you know, when you buy StrapCo bracelets, they usually come with these at the ends of their, at the end link, so it keeps the spring bars in there and they don't fall out. Usually they'll just, you take them off, you let them loose in a case or somewhere, wherever you put them, those spring bars will fall off. And oftentimes the end links are not necessarily attached to the rest of the bracelet. They're held on by that spring bar, so then that will fall off. So just to keep the potential for the end links to fall off, and more importantly the spring bar that goes with the bracelet, because I like to make sure I use the same ones and not try to scrounge around for the many extra spring bars that I have in a supply somewhere. I want to keep the one that should fit, and I know it fits with the bracelet and with the watch head and together, so it should always work, and you know, there shouldn't be any issues with fitment. So I bought these. You can buy them as a set of 5 or 6, I forget. And they come in, this is suited for 20 millimeter size, and they also have some a little bit larger for 22. So those are probably the two most common. I highly recommend it. I bought like a set of both sizes for my various bracelet needs, just to keep it together. And so it's I've been looking for something like this for many years, and I thought, okay, nobody makes them, and you can only get them with the StrapCo bracelet. But then, you know, if you have one of those, you're going to keep it on there. But luckily you can get these separately, and I like that. Moving on, so I have my like MN style, you know, elastic strap option here, and this one is in like a dark blue with a white center stripe, and that goes pretty nicely with this. If you see my videos, I've tried it on that, and you'll see that all my options, I always try to match the hardware that's on the straps with the case, with at least the main case material and color. In this case, it's black, right? So this is not necessarily DLC. It's not even probably Tegiment, and obviously it's just from another offshoot brand. But otherwise, visually, it looks much closer to it than just going with the plain stainless steel. I also have a black version. Same thing, elastic. These are all adjustable. Again, these are like the MN style, Marine National. There's several variations you can get, but this one is closest to, I would say, Erika's original style, which I love. I bought many of hers, and when I have special, because you can have those fully customized, you know, the main strap color, center stripe, hardware, stainless steel, black color, coated, brushed. Sometimes I think you can get them in bronze and so forth. And the stitching, so there's usually like a cross stitching like here that you can customize on the Erikas. But you know, everything, it starts off around 70, I think around 80 bucks actually, somewhere around there for one. And then when you start customizing it, even just with the hardware, you're around 100 bucks or so. So we're going to talk about that in a moment. But these are from Amazon. If you're curious, there's some probably weird Chinese brand, but they work. They feel pretty darn. This is better material actually. This is actually Erika's original MN strap. You can see here, and like again, I had this customized. I bought this quite a while ago. This was for actually a Steinhardt GMT. You look way back to the Ocean 39 GMT with that Batman bezel. Really good watch actually. Now they don't have that anymore in stainless steel. I think they discontinued for a short time and they brought it back as a titanium. I don't know. I had the Ocean 139 in titanium, but I never got, and I had it twice, but the titanium is weird. It doesn't have it has mismatching like titanium finishing and tones throughout the bracelet and the watch head and the clasp, and it looks like I never liked it actually. I prefer the stainless steel version, but anyways, I digress. I say this would, well, obviously this black one works too, very tactical, clean, goes with the black and white theme. This goes with the blue and white, and you'll find this is the main color scheme I'm going with this watch, blue, black, and white. Although if you look really closely, right in the little markings on the bezel, that's actually I believe like a light gray. So technically I could use a light gray, but it's so low key that doesn't, it could probably work, but it's not. I'm mainly focusing on black, white, and blue. And so this one would be kind of like somewhere in between there. You get a blue center stripe with a black. And technically I guess I can go with a white with a blue and a white with a black if I really wanted to mix it up even more. But this is what I have so far. And this would actually go really nicely too. But the hardware, originally this was for just a silver, stainless steel watch. And, yes, most of it will be seen on the other side. Well, actually, this will hook up on the side that is facing me. And I'm not into that. That's just, I need it to match. I've always said that in a number of videos. Hardware needs to match, on the strap needs to match the case. So, I mean, what I should do is reorder this pretty much in the same configuration, just get it in the black. But do I really want to spend another $100 for a strap that I basically have just to get the perfect match? Maybe. We'll think about it. I don't really use it on this right now, but this is what I'm thinking about eventually getting for this in black, but we'll see. In the meantime, we have here is some FKM rubber straps. They're all from Strap Code, very nicely priced. Buy I think over 4, you get 5 and you get 4, and I think the 5th one is free, or not free, or at least 50% off, or do you just get an extra 10 or 20% off? I forget. Actually, I think it is buy 4 and get 1 free. Anyways, you gotta look at their website. So what we have here is dark blue or navy FKM, again black PVD. I don't think it's DLC, but it's black coated, and it's not an exact match to at least the center portion of the blue dial, but if you kind of look how it gets darker towards the edge, I think it kind of works in that respect, kind of going into the darker part of it. So if you can imagine, I mean, it wouldn't look bad. It doesn't have to be a perfect match to the blue. Again, I think it works going off with the darker blue that's right around the edge of this fume or gradient effect on the dial. So anyways, that's what I got it for. I got, of course, an all black one. I used to have one, I have another one that's actually at the stainless steel, but I bought it in black because I wanted it to match. This will have a nice, very straightforward, tactical look about it too. There's that. I figure I see if this would be interesting if we do a white and black on this, just to make that blue pop. It might be a nice kind of, I don't know, summer, or it could even be winter, but I was thinking like a summer theme. If you put, let's see how it looks like. Maybe you want to imagine what it would be. It's like, what? White on this guy? Are you crazy? Maybe, but we shall see here in a moment. crazy or insanely clever. Come on, it's better be 20. Okay, just gotta find the hole. There we go. And this side, I think it'll be nice as this like interesting high contrast. We can always test it, look to it. I did it upside down, but you get the idea. Hey, this is Seiko style, right? Yeah, as you can imagine, I think that would look pretty good on wrist. The black hardware, it look pretty slick. Nice high contrast pop, kind of unexpected. Yeah, it's not tactical or anything, but this would be like a nice, I think, I would consider it kind of a summer version of, play for this particular watch. So that's why I got this. Let's take that off. And these are all quick release, which is great. And the great thing about the U50 is that they do have drill through lug holes as well. So it'll make making strap changes, even if it doesn't have the quick release, a little bit easier as well. And I got a blue camo, and obviously the black and blue in this should work pretty well on here. And these are all new on this side, so I've never tried any of those. I tried these so far, and yeah, I've been looking forward to doing this. It's going to be raining soon. I think this would be kind of ideal. But yeah, what do you think? Can't go wrong with the blue and black camo. And by the way, I actually swapped out the hardware. This originally came with this stainless steel one. Doesn't seem like they make a lot of these versions with both a black and a stainless steel buckle. You can have your choice, but at least as far as I could tell, they didn't make the blue camo with that option. They did have it with a black camo. This is what this is. And so I figured, well, I can use the black camo on other watches. I mean, actually, I could probably use it on this as well, but I'd probably I don't want to swap the hardware around all the time, so I'm going to just do it once. So I swap it over so that the stainless steel can go on, like say my Erika 5303, right, -1. That one will look pretty neat with this. What else do I have in 20mm? I've reduced a lot of my watches down, so I'm trying to think. That would be the main one I would probably play with with this strap, the black camo. And so, anyways, but yeah, I think this will look pretty cool on here. Again, this would be kind of a nice tactical kind of look to it in a blue camo. And so it's got the matching black hardware now. And yeah, this is basically the gist of my strap options for this U50. Admittedly, I've avoided all black watches because I didn't want to have to rebuy, because I know that I would have to match hardware for some certain strap options for such a watch, and I didn't want to have to buy a whole special set just for another watch. But I really like this watch a lot, and I plan to wear it quite a bit and own it for a long time, at least as far as I can foresee. It's really a great watch, great size at it's 41, but I believe that's at the bezel, and if you can see it overhangs, so it's actually a tiny bit smaller than that. Could be even possibly a 39. If you think about it, it's almost like a millimeter or so on either side of just the bezel. But anyways, it wears definitely a lot more compact and smaller than you think a lot of 41mm would wear. Very comfortable too. And so with that in mind, yeah, I wanted to expand my strap options here just to have some more prolonged fun with my Sinn U50. So it's time for my watch rotation. I already took my watch that I had on for the last few days, which was the Tudor Black Bay 58 in bronze. Really love that watch too. It's got so much character with the patina on it, and just I just love the Explorer style dial on it with the 369 and all the rest of it. Great class with the T-Fit. It was the first watch to have that in Tudor's lineup, and so I think that's, at least for now, it's still kind of unique within the Black Bay 58, as none of the other ones actually have it. Unless you count the Black Bay Pro, but that's not really exactly the same kind of watch. But yeah, I think tomorrow, either I've done the black recently, but again I did it with when I had the on the other strap with the stainless steel, so I feel like I don't want to go back to that yet. I think maybe we'll have fun and go with the camo, and I'll close this out with you seeing how this looks on it. I don't think I test fitted it on here. I just did the I believe I just did the white one. So yeah, the blue isn't, again, the same as the blue, at least in the center of the dial, but I feel that where it darkens out, it kind of goes to that, to this darker blue. You know, it's almost black out there, so I think this is a blue blackish thing, and it should work. It's gonna have to, because that's why I bought it for this watch. There you go, test fit it. Looking good. I'll watch this. I feel like there's some residual stuff on here. Am I tripping? I may run into the sink later just to see if I can clean it up a little bit. There might be some stuff fresh from the factory on this, but there we go. Thanks for watching, and enjoy your watches.